Anyway, I'm gonna do my test drive of my solar boat, the smaller one. I've done it with the big one. I've never tried the hard bottom floor yet. Anyway, these are the things you gotta remember to bring: water, transom for the troll motor, paddle, tarp, a tripod for my camera, my extra solar panel, which I'll put in the front of the boat. Normally I wouldn't bring that. One life jacket, a little box that says raft because I got shearing pin in there and tools in case I sheared the little pin in the prop of the troll motor. Fishing rod if I feel like fishing. The charge controller, pump, and the solar panel that's going to fit, and this thing. So we're going to try that out, see how that works. And it's a Saturday at around 11 o'clock, September 3rd. This is Labor Day weekend. Going under the bridge for the first time. That new bridge. It's cool under here. Alright, I'm doing a scientific experiment here. If I didn't have any water to drink, I'm in a bayou. This is made in Sweden. It basically purifies your water. Now, what I got here is this little intake and a little floater. So I'm throwing that in the bayou, and it's floating where it's not hitting the bottom. And I'm going to take this tube and put this in a empty water bottle. And I'm going to test it, the TDS, and all I got to do is pump. This is a dual pump, so when you go up, it's pumping. When you go down, it's pumping. Alright, so I'm pumping Bayou water in here. Trying to do this, holding that at the same time. Ain't the easiest thing, but Alright, let me grab the water. I'm not really sure, but it still looks like there's a tint to it. This is from the Bayou, and this is through that. I don't know, still tastes like Bayou water. Let me do this again. And then to my left would be Marcel's supermarket, Highway 316 intersection with 182. And of course to my right, Paul's junkyard, or whatever you want to call it there. Alright, I'm going to attempt to go all the way to the end where the pumping station is at the Intracostal. Again, this is part 2, St. Louis Canal. It's Labor Day weekend, 2016. It's a Saturday right now. Again, like mentioned in the first part of my video on St. Louis Canal, we always call it St. Louis Bayou, but after research it's St. Louis Canal. And actually some maps still show St. Louis Bayou. The bayou was originally dredged for milling cypress, and it went all the way. We have a full corners back there, what we call it. One goes towards Coteau, one goes towards Hollywood Canal. It's all blocked up now, but nevertheless it was dredged all the way going into Houma at the Morrison Avenue. That's where the sawmill was, the cypress sawmill. And they used to bring barges of cypress trees, logs, and from this bayou. Looking on a map, this is the same bayou that passes where St. Louis Road is in Houma, Avon Parish. And actually, looking at it, it goes all the way to Thibodeau. Of course, it's showing on a map as a small blue line. Probably turns into a ditch or something. So this St. Louis Canal goes in a lot of places. And again, I'm going towards the, I'm on Lower Bayou now. To my left, this way is Lower Bayou Blue. And to my right is Coteau. And we're going to be coming up on a bridge where Coteau, Lower Coteau, crosses there's these pink things. I've never seen them before, or if they've been around, I just never recognized it. Alright, I need Google or somebody making self-driving cars. I need them to do a self-driving raft. Yeah, I need it to where it could drive itself. I can take a nap, it'd be nice. And so Google, get to work on it. Need a self-driving solo raft. Self-driving boat would be nice too. I'm sure a lot of people down here would love that. This is the bridge for Coteau, Lower Coteau, 660. To my right, heads back to 182 intersection, and if you go to the left, this way, you go run back into 316 on Lower Bayou Blue. There's a pumping station here. The hurricanes are coming or threat, they start pumping out the bayou. This is where they're pumping it into the Intracostal. And you can see the grading. That basically it's like a screen to stop, make a log, see water lilies, you name it. There's your pumping station. You got this little part here, and right there is the Intracostal. We used to have access to that before the pumping station. The Prospect Bridge is that way. I'm trying to see if I can see it. Well, I can't see it from here, but the Prospect Bridge, usually when you went out the Intracostal right there, you can see the Prospect Bridge right there to the left. Looks like we're getting ready to get some rain, so I got some tarpaulin getting ready to cover my boat and me. I think it's coming this way. I thought it was going away, but it's coming. What we call the Four Corners. This is the St. Louis Canal. This way is Coteau, towards Coteau. And this way is towards 182. This bayou right here, which runs to Coteau, there's a little bridge that crosses over it. This is the one that went all the way to Morrison Avenue, where they had a sawmill. This bayou's been blocked just as well as the other one going towards 182. The little bridge that passes over the St. Louis Canal. I don't know if, I guess we're considering this still, yeah, this is the St. Louis Canal, because it shows it on the map as that. Alright, look like I'm coming to a dead end. Well, it's not to say dead end, but I can't go anymore. The water lilies look pretty packed. I thought it would be like that further at the beginning, but I was amazed that I've gotten this far. I'm not quite there where the bridge used to go all the way down to the bridge on Coteau 660, Highway 660. But they dammed it right after that, just like they did the bridge on 182. They just blocked it completely. So I think this is as far as I'm going to be going. We got turtles, lots of turtles back here. Anyway, this was the canal that they barged cypress trees to be milled, Morrison Avenue, and this was all dredged to do that. Again, now we are pretty much everything's blocked on the pump, so you're going to have too much boat traffic. You'll have a lot of alligators back here. And there's a lot of turtles, alligators, snakes. These bayous don't get too many boats pass. In fact, as long as I've been doing this, I've seen one boat, and he had to turn around because of the bridge. He was the new extension bridge for Bayou Gardens, couldn't pass under it. But yeah, this was the bayou that they used to go barge the cypress down to Morrison Avenue over there, where they had a cypress mill. Okay, this is what I caught. My first fish in the back bayou. I'm going to let him go. I'm not eating this. He's too small to begin with. Alright, I fished. I caught a fish. Here I am fishing on a Tuesday. I took the day off, day after Labor Day. And the minute I put the boat in, well actually 20 minutes after I put the boat in, it rains. So, oh Lord, something just jumped in the water there. But I'm just under a tree, gonna help shed some of the drool. I don't have my tar because I'm tired carrying it fine. They're working on the bridge behind me. That's all that noise is. It don't get no better than this. It's raining and drizzling. I'm under another tree. I'm fishing with dead worms. I killed the worms, I believe. I gave it some water. They looked like they was thirsty yesterday. And I noticed they all floated to the top. So, they died. Yeah, some yucky looking mushy worms. I wouldn't eat that either if I was the fish. Alright, just waiting for the rain. Stop. Enough of the rain. Without the sun, I can't charge the battery. With the rain, it makes it hard to just ride the boat, getting drizzled on and rained on. And again, today's Tuesday. I should have went to work. Anyway, it's all an adventure, you know. Sitting here under a tree, fishing with dead worms, not catching nothing. I mean, it don't get no better than that. Yeah, it could get better than this. The sun could come out. I see some white, I see some blue over there. I mean, just that, it just says, oh look, guy's in a boat. Let's cover them clouds over him so he can't charge his battery and rain on his parade. It's about 11:51, almost noon. Called Marcel's, they don't have worms either. The only place I bought them so far was at Academy. Nobody on Bayou Blue Jeeps used to sell it, but I don't know. I think they went out of business.